Did Taylor Swift and Harry Styles commit vehicular manslaughter? I am not convinced. However, I have Daisy here today, and Daisy is one of the producers for the Charlie Kirk Show. So, you know, we're working around the same people every day, and somebody told me, hey, Daisy has a crazy Taylor Swift theory. As a Swiftie, because you are a Swiftie.
100%, die hard.
Daisy thinks it is possible that Taylor Swift and Harry Styles committed vehicular manslaughter while they were dating. And I said, I'm sorry, what?
He might be okay.
So we had to get you out here to like explain this theory, and then, you know, we'll see if I change my mind. I doubt it, but like, we'll see.
So as a disclaimer, like I said, I am a huge Swiftie. I have no idea if this is true, but it could be. And that is why there's a whole sector of Swifties that actually do think this is true, even more so than I do. So you remember when Harry Styles and Taylor Swift dated?
Yes.
It was end of 2012, beginning of 2013. And he was 18, she was 22. They had this whirlwind New York romance. I still ship Taylor to this day. I think they are long-lost soulmates. I think they should get back together. I think they're just both off doing their own separate thing at the moment, but they like really truly belong together.
Where do the vehicles come in?
So they go to Utah on a ski trip, and there is a snowmobile accident.
This is what Out of the Woods is about.
But where this gets sketchy is, so the accident is confirmed, but this accident happened in 2012, was never talked about until 2014. And no one heard about it, no one knew about it, and she was asked in 2014, you know, hey, how did no one know this happened? Because she said, I was in an accident with my ex-boyfriend and I feared for my life.
Yeah, because this is something that you would think the press would just, it would
Right.
be all over the news. Taylor Swift,
and Harry Styles.
you know, almost died in
Yeah.
snowmobile accident or whatever, especially with Harry. Because think about like Gwyneth Paltrow's ski accident.
Make a quick statement. Ms. Paltrow's not going to be making a statement today.
Even, I mean, I think Ben Affleck's son wrecked a car, and that was huge news. Like, it should have been huge news. And so someone asked her, you know, why didn't this make the news cycle? And she said, this is almost verbatim, if I'm remembering it correctly. I think sometimes what works better than an NDA is just looking someone in the eyes and asking them to please not tell anyone.
And I can see that working for her because, you know, she has that America's sweetheart thing. Everybody likes her. And if Taylor freaking Swift is looking at you pleading, please, please, please do me a solid. Don't tell anyone I was here.
Yes.
Ooh.
And so she said about the accident, when she did talk about it in 2014, that the person she was with, who now we know it's Harry Styles, had to get 20 stitches. So
20 stitches in a hospital room.
Remember when you hit the brakes too soon, 20 stitches in a hospital room. You start crying, baby, I did too. You know the song. And so Out of the Woods is about that accident. But all throughout 1989, and this is where people have started to get this theory from, talks, you know, style like, pick me up, no headlights, can't keep his wild eyes on the road.
Now, wait a minute.
All you got to do is stage talking about crashing the car. It's so we know at the very least Harry Styles is not a good driver. Maybe that's because he's from England and he was driving in America.
We know that's right.
Who the taught you how to drive, you bad driving?
Then Harry Styles has a song called Ever Since New York.
What's that about? Because I'm not a Harry person, so I don't know anything about his discography.
Allegedly, he doesn't give as many Easter eggs as Taylor does in all of her music. You know, there's always something we can pick out about her songs, but he's talking about how ever since whatever happened in New York, XYZ, their relationship, etc., he started praying. He's trying to move on. He like can't handle the guilt that he's experiencing. And you know the song Right Where You Left Me?
Uh-huh.
So that is allegedly about Harry and Taylor because it's talking about how she's still at the restaurant. I stayed there dust collecting on my pinned up hair. There's pictures of them at a restaurant in New York right before they broke up. Her hair is all up. And that was the last time that they were seen for a while. She didn't date anyone else for 2 years, unless you talk about Gaylor, but that happened during that time. So then in Right Where You Left Me, strangers get born, strangers get buried.
Okay, now wait a minute.
What?
Strangers get buried. Did Harry Styles and Taylor Swift bury a stranger? And then if you want to get really crazy, I know places we can hide. They are the hunters, we are the foxes, and we run. They're running away.
Because they're murderers.
I kill you.
All I'm saying is that it is possible.
But now, after all this time, don't you think someone would be like, yeah, they killed somebody that day?
How many people does it take to put in 20 stitches, though? If it's just one person.
All right, now I'm really freaked out.
What we know for sure, they were in an accident. He had to get 20 stitches. It was with a snowmobile. It was in a small town in Utah. No one was allowed to talk about it. There's also some theories that no body, no crime plays into this.
Shut up with no body, no crime right now.
Nobody, no crime, we did it.
But obviously,
That's out of pocket.
obviously, folklore and evermore are very fictionalized. So she could have added, we could call it historic fiction if this
dead.
theory is true.
Literally. Real quick, explain the Gaylor phenomenon, or this theory that Taylor Swift actually has been in several relationships with women, that a lot of her songs are about women, that a lot of people that we thought were her best friends, they were actually relationships and they broke up. That's why those women were suddenly not in her life anymore.
Yes. So, do you know Diana Agron from Glee?
Yeah.
Diana Agron and Taylor Swift were best friends. Taylor Swift was a huge Glee fan. They were always tweeting at each other, always Tumblring at each other. It was very much that time. And they were always spotted together. Even at one point, Jimmy Fallon asked her, Diana Agron went on Jimmy Fallon, and he said, "Are you dating Taylor Swift?" And I think her response was, "Wouldn't that be interesting?" And then she looked at the camera and she was like, "Hi, Taylor."
That's weird.
That would be
Wouldn't
great.
that be juicy? Hi, Taylor.
So Diana Agron has an Alice in Wonderland tattoo on her back. We both went mad, which, as we know, is a lyric from Wonderland.
We both went lesbian.
Gay! Gay!
Didn't you flash your green eyes at me?
Oh,
And calm my fears with a Cheshire Cat smile. Diana Agron has green eyes.
and a big toothy smile.
Exactly. And she is a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. And then Taylor Swift writes Wonderland right after they were done speaking. So, because 1999 came out in 2014. And this was all speculated around 2010, 2012.
Well, now certainly I'm being rocked.
Is this real life?
Taylor Swift said about her in a Vogue cover, she was like, "I would love to hang out with Karlie Kloss and bake cookies." Karlie Kloss then tweets, "Your place or mine, your kitchen or mine," something like that. They start hanging out. They're at Knicks games together. They're going to bars together. Taylor Swift is singing at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. They're holding hands down the runway. They're always together. At one point, Taylor did another Vogue photo shoot and she did a tour of her house and she said, "This is Karlie's room," and there were reportedly pictures of Karlie Kloss all over the wall at Taylor Swift's house. They were always making their vlogs together and baking, and then, I don't know if you've ever seen the pictures of reportedly Taylor Swift and Karlie Kloss kissing.
Yes, at the 1975
Yes.
concert.
Yes.
Which is all very full circle.
Yes. And then both of their reps denied it, never said anything, and then they just stopped speaking. Well, they did their whole road trip together. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. They did a dual Vogue cover together. They went across the country. There's the Carly Hearts Taylor on the beach, just very, very close. I have never, ever done all of that within 2 years with one
girl.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I would
yes.
agree with that.
And then stop speaking. Done. We're never, ever seen together again. And then all the Scooter Braun stuff happens. Carly marries Josh Kushner, who is really, really close friends with Scooter Braun.
Right.
Carly betrays Taylor. You know the song It's Time to Go. When the words of a sister come back and whisper, here's the proof she was not. Mm-hmm. In fact, what she seems not a twin from your dreams. She's a crook who was caught.
A crook who was
Stealing. Scooter Braun stole Taylor's masters. Carly's involved in all of that. And so there's a lot of songs about what happened after the fact, about a really, really close relationship breaking up. They're not friends anymore. It's never been said that they were dating, but they were way closer than I've seen most best friends be. And then just to have never spoken again is very suspicious. Then we fast forward to now. I know you remember Karlie Kloss showing up at the Eras tour in the nosebleed seats the last night of LA.
Yes.
People are wondering, did Taylor know she was going to be there? Did she not? Karlie Kloss allegedly got moved to VIP, but then she didn't.
So I don't think that Taylor did know that she was coming. I think that was Carly's olive branch.
But then she was passing out friendship bracelets that said Karlie Kloss on them.
I think Carly, that was her olive branch. I think Carly does want to be best friends with Taylor again. And then I'm sure Taylor's team found out. It was probably also a safety issue for her to have her out in the normal crowd. So they were like, hey, we're going to move you to VIP. It's causing too much attention.
I don't think she actually got moved. There was so much speculation online whether or not she was moved to VIP, but even during the 1989 set, she's watching Bad Blood, the music video that she starred in with Taylor Swift. That was the time of like the Girl Squad, Gigi Hadid, Taylor, Selena, Lena Dunham for some random reason. I literally can't stand that woman.
LOL.
But all of the Victoria's Secret models, they're all best friends with Taylor. She had this Girl Squad, and then Carly's in the nosebleeds. Worse seats than I had watching Taylor sing Bad Blood that almost 10 years ago she was in the music video for. I think that is crazy.
Definitely something weird going on. So here's the deal. You need to vote in the comments. Which one, if you have to choose, do you think is more plausible? Taylor Swift being gay, or Taylor Swift and Harry Styles accidentally mowing someone over with their snowmobile?
No tape around his body. Homicide.
Subscribe to this channel, and hey, you're always gonna find fun pop culture videos every single Wednesday. I go live with Poplitics, where I cover the top pop culture entertainment news stories of the day. So you wanna subscribe and then tune in for those. But we'll see you next time.